Hello everyone. Sorry for the wait and the periods of downtime, but it's finally time for me to go over the video that contains some of my favorite battles from the beta. This might be my last tutorial video because I'm basically out of footage. I wanted to make some more of the more structured videos, but I don't really have the footage to do that, so this might be the last video I have, but hopefully I'll have big things to show in the future. As far as this video goes, they're my best matches, and I'm not anywhere near the level that I want to be or any random Japanese player, but the things to focus on are that I try to only attack enemies who aren't paying attention to me. I try to avoid head-on 1v1s, and I just try to be help and not a hindrance. I still struggle with managing my dash gauge pretty often,
We shall
but
show them. We are not to be trifled with.
I still,
Any way the wind blows,
these are definitely
that's
some
the
of my
way
best
I
games
go.
from the beta either way, so let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and move to the left with Squall, and he runs right into a trap. But you see, I kind of back off and see what's happening. We try to get this cloud. I'm going to leave the situation, but once I see that Squall's going to knock him back towards the wall, I go to follow up. You know, things that won't happen to good players. That was a bad tech he did. So anyway, we're all back together, and I got the whole team in front of me. I see that Bartz is going to punish Squall in the corner, but I opt to do some damage on Y'shtola instead. And what's good about this match is that Squall, who you've seen in some of my other matches, I think, he does a good job of backing me up, and I try to do a good job of backing him up. We kind of leave Prinny to do his own thing, the Warrior of Light, but he's reliable like that, so for the most part it's fine. We do try to keep each other in view, but just in this particular fight, Squall and I seem to be really in sync. So I threw out my lucky charm, or my good luck charm, when the enemy Bartz was a bit too close. Squall was able to get that kill on Y'shtola while she was off in the corner. He just pinned her down. And now I'm trying to make something happen. I didn't realize there was an arrow trap behind me. Got sucked into that. And now I'm going to look for this character in the corner, the Cloud, but Prinny got to them before me. And then I wasn't able to help him in time from the Bartz. Right now, I'm going to try to pin Y'shtola in the corner because I see I've got her by myself, and I've got my debuffs up, but I get caught by this pillar, and then once that happens, I just decide to disengage because Bartz has shown up, rather than try to stay there and fight them both. And as you can see, I probably shouldn't have been there to start with because Prinny gets KO'd. Even though Squall was there trying to save him, he just didn't make it in time, so I don't know how much difference it would have made. And there I go again, knowing the range on Samurai, and that I would be able to get that punish, or that follow-up. Well, yeah, it was a punish. And again, I just try to keep everybody in my sights. My path collided with Y'shtola's attack. I got my Mastered Monk from having good luck charm up. That's what I was going for there. Since when things are mastered, you only have to hit them once. And Squall with the assist for the Posterize kill.
How could I ever repay you?
I just dodged his attack, and then since Squall was coming, he'd either have to step or he'd get hit, so I knew that either way I was good to just charge my Samurai, and I hit him with max range, max power, and that was the match. So next up, I wasn't recording when this match happened, so I had to pull it from the PS4, so it's only in 720, and it's got a little bit of lag, but a lot of good things happen in this match too. A big mistake I make is I get a wall rush on Furion, and Y'shtola has Killing Brave to do the follow-up, and she's there and ready to do it. That's TNB Dragon if you're from the Discord, but I followed up without realizing it and made that mistake. I went to go find something to do at the beginning. Once I got a hit on Titus, I just ran back out because I was getting far away from the team. I wanted to come back. He got caught on the wall there, and I was able to get a punish. I'm just trying to disengage with Furion like I usually do these days. No reason to try to give him too much of a fight. I was able to get him from afar, but so many of Bart's long-range attacks Furion just powers through, so that's always annoying to deal with those parts that you can't support your friends. Both Black Mage and Ranger, he just armors through. And I saw him coming up behind me, and I thought I could surprise him, but he was ready for it. Fortunately, he goes after my teammate with that HP attack, even though I don't think he would have hit me. But now I see he's not paying attention to me, and so now is a good time to hit him. And this is where I follow up when I should have let Sheila get that holy. If she had gotten that kill, this fight could have possibly been a clean win, but as a result of a couple of mistakes I made, we're actually barely going to finish it. You saw that I just realized my mistake and apologized. I caught Titus coming from behind the pillar. I hate Alexandria, so I'm not even happy about that because I would not like it if it happened to me. And here, this is where I could have hit him with an HP attack, which would have been the second kill of the game. And so you can see how the mistakes I made are already, you can't see it yet, but the mistakes I made are going to start snowballing because we could have been doing better.
Sorry, that was my bad.
I got caught by that HP attack, but it wasn't a huge deal.
My mistake.
But now that Ishtola went down as well, we're in a bad situation. Just trying to make some space. I managed to hit him with Vacuum and then Enfeeble, trying to get away, but I was just in range of his attack. I missed out on the Mighty Strike there, so that was disappointing. But it's at this point that I just kind of realize I'm going to try to force something, and I'm able to make it happen because Cecil tried to recover and change back into a Paladin. And then I took another good hit. That's my second HP hit that I've taken this game, but fortunately, neither of them were super high damage. And so now I see a lot of people have Killing Brave on me, but I know that the match is still close, so I'm just going to try to make it happen. I saw that arrow and I tried to follow up on it, but I wasn't quick enough. But fortunately, Titus was there to make something happen, and then I followed up his wall rush. I don't know if he would have, but I knew that the fight was going to end right there, so I did it. And so even though I made those two huge mistakes in that fight, that was one of my games that I was more happy with. I really felt like I did a lot of the right things as well. Alexandria is a rough stage for me, so that added to me being happy about it because I don't really like to play there. So here's my final fight, and it's gonna go quick. Just so you know, but
None can extinguish the light within
I do
us.
well here because
push yourselves too
often
hard out
I'll
there,
notice that I'm
guys.
not being targeted in this match, and so I just take advantage of it. So this Warrior of Light's going to fly straight at me, so he's going to get a Ranger, and then this Cloud isn't looking at me, so he can get a Ranger, and I've got that mastered. And so now I've got Squall standing right there and not looking at me, so he can have Ranger. Cloud is trying to make something happen in the corner, but he's not looking at me, so he can have a Ranger. And then Squall tried to follow up on me from far away. I knew that Blue Mage would outkeep him if he threw out an attack, so I just went for it. Their Night Warriors gets the kill for us. And again, Squall wasn't looking at me, so I just did Blue Mage. Here, my Samurai just barely going to help me avoid that Fated Circle from Squall. That's why I love Samurai so much. And again, this is it. Nobody is looking at me, so I just get in position. I'm going to charge the Samurai on Squall. And that's the match. I was just left alone for the whole match, so I could basically do whatever I wanted to do. But that aside, I still feel like I made good decisions, so I kept it as part of the game. And that's my video. I feel like that's a good representation of where I ended up by the end of the beta, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. And hopefully I'll have a lot more to show you in the future. I don't really know how I can make that happen, but I did go to New York Comic Con to play the build with the villains, and I wanted to record footage. I tried, but I wasn't able to get cleared to. If I had been there a day earlier, I might have gotten the okay. So I'm going to try to make it to the next event that they show and see if they'll let me record some footage, and then that way I can make the rest of the videos that I wanted to, and just show you some gameplay of some of the villains from a more personal perspective. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope you're all excited about NT and you enjoy the game when it comes out. That's all I really have for now. So, until next time, Nameless Heroes,